Hey, what's happening? Hope you guys are doing all right. It's Thursday. That means it's pre-Friday day, pizza day, the day before pizza day, as you guys know. That's what I celebrate. Let's get this thing on the right show here. Thank you to my wonderful wife for making me this little show reminder. What show I'm actually doing. Sometimes you guys know. Sometimes I will play the intro and put up the overlay for the wrong show, whether it's the morning show or the afternoon show. Sometimes they get flip-flopped, but this right here, always looking at the mic, it's a great great indicator. Are we on the right show? But hey, it's 9 a.m. Well, 9:04 here on the East Coast. That means it's time for some breakfast. GM guys, I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for joining us. If you want to come on up to the stage, if you are in the space, come on up and do so. KT, let me bring you on up here. If you are watching the live stream, there are several of you doing that. If you are watching on X, go ahead and hit the heart, as they say. If you are watching on YouTube, y'all already know the drill. Y'all are the real heroes here. The reason why we all show up is because of the YouTube people, because we want to be just like them. Living that 100% life, 100% view to like ratio. Can't mess that. You can't mess with that is what I was trying to say. Ain't no better community on the planet than you guys. And we know that. We being me and you, we all know that this is the absolute best community. This is something we hung through the bear market together. We banded together as brothers and sisters. And here we are coming victorious on the other side in this bull run. Now, we got to take a look at the markets in a little bit here, because it's not something that we have done in the morning time yet today. I was doing just a lot of consolidating, as I put out in a tweet a few days ago, much to my dismay is maybe the right word. I realized that 22 coins was way too much. And so we chopped that down to 16. We're at 16 right now. And I got to cut a few more out at some point, over the next 24 to 48 hours, whatever. We'll pay attention to the markets. We'll do that stuff. We've made a significant chop, so we're getting there. But in my opinion, it's better to have a little bit more in a couple of the horses that we know are going to run fast, and then we'll make some shifts later on. So I think this is a great opportunity to do that while we're in a little bit of a lull, maybe an accumulation zone for the next several days or whatever. After the dip yesterday, Bitcoin's still coming in at about 102,000. Just came over that a little bit ago. So ETH still 3,689, almost 3,700. So it's down 5%, whereas Bitcoin's down to 2.27. So, woo! We were in the ring with you, getting pummeled. Hopefully we'll get on another card pretty soon here. I'm going to reach out to my CFN folks again. See, they've got a couple events coming up this year in 2025 that look appetizing. Definitely look appetizing. So we'll see what we can do there. But KT, go ahead, brother. What you got, man?
Hey, I'm happy to be here. And I just had a question. I just realized that you're on the JChin's account, not the Web3 Breakfast account. And I know I haven't been on here every day. Mm-hmm. Something happened with that?
No, it's one of those things, like, for me, like, it's hard. It's easier just for me to run the show. I get a lot better engagement and all that stuff on my personal account than the Web3 Breakfast account. It's still Web3 Breakfast. It's just
solid.
Go ahead.
I said that's a solid play.
Yeah, that's what I was doing in the beginning, but then, we were going to try to expand it and do some different things and have different people hosting and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm making some big changes to kind of the format in January. Anywhere, as you guys know, some of you may know, maybe this is the first time you're hearing it. And so, it's a great way for, to keep the show alive. Again, I get way better engagement on my personal account. And plus, you guys heard me joke before, like, my wife, she's just so safe. Like, listen, it's impossible for me to run 2 social media accounts. Like, impossible, right? It'd be like impossible to date 2 women at one time. Like, it's just, my brain doesn't work that way. I'm really like a one-trick pony. And so that's why I run 1 social media account, my personal one. It works. I enjoy doing that. It makes the most sense. It's very hard to split the time when you're just trying to, get the growth on one. And so that being said, I don't know what the status and the plan is for the Web3 Breakfast Twitter account. Probably just maybe post some of the clips, all that kind of stuff from the show, and just use it as a click funnel back. It's a legacy account. Like I've had that thing since before the Beards and Bitcoin days. That was the first podcast,
Oh,
as some of
Jesus.
you may or may not know, that BitBoy Ben and I did back in when we started. Like that shit was like 2018, I think, when we started that. 2018 or 2019,
It's
early
been a
2019.
couple minutes.
What's that?
I said, yeah, it's been a couple minutes.
Yeah. So I've had that account for a while. It's been through a lot of changes, all the different shows and everything that I've done over the years. It just gets rebranded into that. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But if things ever like work out and like I have like people that work for me or whatever, like I would just have someone run it and posting show clips and all that kind of stuff. It's just too hard right now. I've got a lot going on, and you focus on what's important.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the way you go. No, that's solid.
Yeah. So what you been up to, brother? What's been good in your world?
Me? Oh, grinding.
Love to hear that. This is the season.
Work is work, over at Game 7, making some serious things happen over there, which is awesome. Also, reconnected with all the degens from the last bull run. And have been doing some serious work in Solana and Sui, doing some, and actually am up for the first time in ever.
Congratulations,
man. It ain't a lot, but it's something.
The Sui ecosystem has got a lot of good things happening. As far as the price of Sui goes, I hope. I'm just so mad at myself for missing. Man, I was trying to get it like before, like under $1, and like it was doing this thing where it would go up and go down, and I missed it one day. And I'm like, I'll get it when it comes back, and it never came back, and it pissed me the fuck off. But it is what it is.
And it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not going to. In my opinion, there's 4 or 5 different projects. I'm not even gonna call them tokens because there's actual people behind them that I'm got my toes into. A couple of them are more than others, but got a bunch of solid community folks who were in the trenches back in the last bull with the NFTs and the crypto shenanigans of the last bull run. So they've already cut their teeth. They know what's going on. They know what works. They know what sucks, and they're working to build really cool stuff. The low gas, the stupid speed on Sui. We got some folks building games. We've got other communities that are just building just to make things happen, to see what the community wants and to make it and to build it.
Do you know when the Sui Play 1 comes out?
Oh God, I hear about that all the time. No, I haven't. Let me. I can go look real quick. Right. I see we got a couple other speakers up here, so I'll go look real quick, get you some information.
Cool, man. Appreciate you. What's up, Mike? How are you, brother? Sorry I missed, dude. I fell asleep. I fell asleep last night on the couch, well before your game night started. I fell asleep before my daughter did, who's 3 years old, last night. So apologies for missing game.
Dude, every time I put my daughter to bed, I like we're reading books, whatever, with her, and I'm fucking falling asleep. Like I barely make it out of that room.
Dude, totally. It's like you go like you're like my whole day is like it's basically like a science lesson, right? An object in motion tends to stay in motion, right? That's how like my day works. And so that's why movies are no good for me, because like I just move at a fast pace all day. And so if I like actually sit down to watch a movie and that shit's 3 hours long, you bet your ass I'm gonna be asleep in no time, because I'd rather sleep for those 3 hours than watch whatever's on that screen. But that's just me. I'm not a movie guy. I'd rather take a nap, even though I don't like napping.
Yeah, for me, it's just like I use TV as like when I'm burnt out, like doing content and all that stuff like that. I'll just go watch like binge the TV show for a bit, and that's kind of like just turns my brain off. And then and when you put me like when I'm standing up, I'm okay, but you put me vertical like at a couch or put my feet up, that's it. I'm going to sleep.
That's the move, dude. That's the thing. It's the vertical legs, man. You get those things up. That's it. It's like night. It's funny. Like I am one of these people that it's wild. Like I have this ability to fall asleep basically. Like, you know how like when you get into bed, you pull the covers off and then you sit down and you go to throw your legs in. It's like the art of like sitting down and throwing the legs into the bed. That's usually like when I actually fall asleep. So by the time my head hits the pillow, I'm out cold.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it makes my wife she's annoyed because like my sleeping ability is so great. But now this whole thing is like, dude, after the Dubai trip, man, oh man, like not like I can't help but like wake up at like 3:30 in the morning. And I try to sometimes go back to sleep. Sometimes I'll just go downstairs and just, you know, go start researching and doing whatever. But like, man, I'll tell you what, this 3:30, 4 a.m. shit's got to go. I'd love to at least be able to sleep until like I don't know, 6 or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I'm going to sleep earlier, so it's fine. I'm getting my rest. Maybe that's like what I should do is go to the gym at like 4 in the morning. Although I hate that idea, but
Hey, waking up at 3 in the morning, you're getting that 4-hour candle close.
that's a really good point. Huh. You know what? I will tell you, and that, you know, I haven't thought about it that way. But I will tell you that, you know, over the last couple of weeks, trading, like being up in that early morning time frame, and trading actually, that's been like when I absolutely do my best. Is in the morning, kind of in those wee hours, unequivocally. Interesting. Wonder, yeah, if it was correlated to that candle close and all that kind of stuff. Frank or KT, I'm not sure which one of you guys had your hands up. I will let y'all be the gentleman, but GM.
I'll let Frank go. I just wanted to give you the update. Everything on the Sweet Console says mid to late 2025. No official date yet.
Got you. That's smart. Don't lock anything in. We're still far away if it's just mid to late 2025 anyway. So probably 2026 if there's some delays. Miss Marcia Frank.
I'm the same way, Jay Chains. I see all this time. I thought we wouldn't find anything relatable, you know what I'm saying? But now we relate, Jay Chains. See, look, I fall asleep anytime I sit down, bro. Like, you know, every time my roommate turns on a movie, I just go to the other room because I know it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
but she did make me watch Trolls last night, so, and I stayed up.
Is it good? Is that a good movie?
It was a good movie.
It's animated, right?
Yeah.
Like Trolls, like the thing I'm thinking about.
Did
Like
you sing along?
Yeah, like the actual Trolls.
I made you watch Trolls.
This is with a Z? No, S. There you go. Okay. Yeah. All right, man. That looks like it's probably something my daughter would want to watch. Is that something like I would want to watch with my daughter, or no? It says PG family comedy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
All right.
Oh, your daughter will love it. My daughter loves it.
Yeah, and they do a really good job of having enough grown-up jokes that the kids shouldn't understand in there. The first Trolls was really good. The second one, but yeah, you'll love it. Just be ready because it's Justin Timberlake.
That's okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind. Hey, come on, man. My name is Justin too. Like we naturally we're homies because we had shared the same name, the best name on the planet. Also got Zoe Deschanel in there. At one point, man, oh man, was she one of my celebrity crushes.
At one point, how did she fall off the list?
I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV anymore. That's actually the first time, like looking at the cast of this movie, seeing her face listed there. It's probably been 5 years since I've even seen her face.
Wow. Yeah, that's like a friend of mine. Oh, what the hell was her name? There was one of the girls, Elijah Dushku from back in the day. He was in love with her. It didn't matter what was going on. And she was on the cover of some magazine at a store, and I sent him a message, and he's like, oh, Jesus, he just killed it. Because it's been like 20 years, so she's older. And he's like, you ruined everything for me now. But Zoe, didn't happen. So yeah, definitely. But I was going to ask a question. Yeah. Weirdest place you've ever just up and fell asleep, just because you're like, you know what, and you just checked out.
Well, the weirdest place
that you can talk about that
Yeah.
you can talk about.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, because my mom, she actually like came. I believe she came to get me from this place that I fell asleep. One time, I took a nap on a park bench. I grew up in a very affluent suburb in it's called Naperville, Illinois. It was pretty decently affluent, but we had this homeless guy who he was protesting something to do with like he didn't pay his business taxes, and so they basically took everything from him, to get the money back or whatever it was. Like I don't quite remember the whole story, but it was something about that where he didn't pay his taxes and they basically took everything. And then so his protest was just to live on the street. Now, again, being from a decent place, this guy had solar panels. He was rocking laptops, cell phones, all that kind of stuff, right? And so he was in his little camp. He was doing all right, but for a while he spent a little time on one particular park bench in the downtown Naperville area. And so one time I chose to bring him a meal. We were chit chatting, and I just fell asleep on the bench. And so that's the weirdest place I ever took a nap. Was next to a homeless guy on a bench in our hometown.
Yeah, I was I'd have to say the day after I graduated college, which was unexpected. My mom and dad, or my family, wanted to go visit a gun museum out in Oklahoma, out by I don't even remember what one and where it was, but it was like some massive, huge thing from like the Wild West type of gun museum. And remember, I said the day after I graduated college, I did have an extended stay. So my fraternity brothers did their job. Let's just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Out in front of this gun museum, which I really wanted to go see, there's an oak tree, a very comfortable oak tree. Never got into the museum. I sat down next to the oak tree for a second, and my mom rubbed my shoulder and said, "Hey, Kevin, are you coming?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go inside." And she's like, "We've been inside for 5 hours. We're going home now." So yeah, in front of a gun museum in Oklahoma. That'd be my weirdest one.
Sometimes you just
nobody mess with me though.
Sometimes you want to just take a nap. Sometimes it's just nap time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up the Chop Shop for today, because we got to start talking about some coins. And if you've never been to the show, we love to open it up with the Chop Shop. That's a great way to get you guys in here, get you nestled in your seats, making sure you're smashing like buttons, making sure you're hitting the heart if you're watching on X, because I'll tell you what, I might have to start checking up on the X people more often. I just assume that they're just trash at actually liking a video. And so, I'll talk trash every day. It's okay. Y'all are trash at liking. I'm talking trash. Anyway, let's talk some coins. What are we liking? Where's our let me open up Coin Market Cap here and see where's our Pengu at. I know a lot of us did the old Pengu thing recently. So Pudgy Penguins. Oh man, we're down. We're in the high 3 entries, and it's in the low 3s right now, basically at 3 cents, and a little bit of a dip in the last 24 hours. So I was actually thinking in my consolidation efforts, because I got to hang on to that, I was thinking about getting out of some other position I was in. I don't have that phone over with me. That is somewhere else, probably in my bag. But I was thinking about adding a few more Solana worth to that. Do you think that we're at the bottom at this 3 cent range, or do you think that we're going to continue to go down? Do you think we'll see a penny, something like that, on the whole Pengu thing? Does anybody have any opinion? Do you even fucking care about it? I just know a lot of us in the chat, we decided that, as a group, we were going to play the game a little.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that most people who got that airdrop are just going to cash it and run. I think it's going to be a little bit before it stabilizes.
I mean, they said so. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they said, give it a couple days before, really don't be in a rush. I think they gave them 88 days to claim. After 88 days, the unclaimed tokens get burned. So I think the advice was don't be in a rush. Kind of let, if you're not into the madness and all that shit, just let it happen. A floor will A floor will be determined. Like, that's how this works. I precautioned everybody on what was going to happen, that there was going to be a big fucking dump, that floor prices on the Pudgies was going to go way down once people got their allocations and all that stuff. Like, that's just how it works. But now, if you're not part of the claim, now a lot of people, if you've been in crypto for a long time, you are eligible to claim. To me, it's not worth connecting all the different wallets that I have and legacy wallets and everything for possibly a couple $100 or $1,000 or whatever of some token, right? Like, you got a risk reward ratio. You got to figure out where you're at on that. Swapping a couple Solana over seems like a much better idea to me at this stage of the game than seeing. Again, you guys know how I feel about airdrops, though, is that most of the time.
But do you
go ahead?
Most of the time,
people who participate in the airdrop hunting are the same people who telling the stories about getting their wallets drained. I'm just saying, I don't know the absolute correlation. All I know is that seems to be more common than the people who don't do the airdrop shit.
All right, so do you think that Pudgy Penguins would have dropped if they never released the coin? Like, do you think, or would they still be at 24 ETH?
They would have never been at 24 ETH if they didn't release a coin.
Correct. That was all hype.
Okay. So both ways. The coin is what caused it to go up and then caused it to go
but
down.
At the end of the day, I'm sure they made a shitload of money, and that's the whole point of business, is to make money. I mean, this isn't charity. And so at the end of the day, they did themselves right. If the money was drying up, you drop a coin, you make who knows how much.
How is the money drying up if you got an IRL in real life product? How is the money drying up if you got a real product?
Just because you got a deal to be in all those stores, man, that shit's always on sale. That shit's like 99 cents or $2 or whatever. Like,
so make a better product.
I get it, but like, do you think maybe it's just no one's ready for it? You need retail to have NFTs. We don't have retail right now.
They got retail. They make the little Pudgy Penguins. They're little fluffy, the dog toys or whatever they are. They got abilities to do it.
I know you're giving me a hard time.
They've been doing it.
I appreciate you.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault that their toys don't sell in stores. That's not my fault. It sounds like a marketing issue.
I would agree.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing.
It's a marketing issue.
Anybody have any actual facts about this, or are we just speculating that they're not profitable?
I'm just telling you, you don't have fucking retail people here. Institutional people don't give a fuck about NFTs. They don't give a fuck about plushies. That's for sure. So once we actually get the retail people into this space, and this is the holiday season, so guess what? A lot of those cute little on sale penguins are going to get given up as gifts. You know what I mean? And then from there, these smart little fucker kids are going to scan the little QR code with their iPhones and then learn about it. Maybe some of the adults are going to do that. Maybe these gifts are going to be intentionally given for that purpose, right?
Maybe they should have already been doing that. How are they failing to bridge the gap? They're in retail. They went to retail, got into retail, and are failing to bridge the gap with retail.
Well, I think
Again,
how are they dropping?
How are they dropping
the ball right now?
Support your thesis that they're failing to bridge the gap? Because I would fathom that many toys have been sold to Web 2 people.
Can you find this information anywhere?
How many of them bought an NFT?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Not for
Right now.
$100,000.
Speculating.
I will tell you
And
that.
we're not expecting them to buy an NFT. We're talking about the profitability of their toys.
Right.
Yeah, I got that right.
Then J-Chain said something about NFT, so
but have no data to confirm that. So I'm just going to say they are profitable, and you're wrong, with also no data to support that.
So I'm jumping in.
Go ahead.
I jumped in and I asked the people who know. I talked to Grok and about 3 other AIs, and all of them say the same
They're
thing.
not people.
No, I know that, but they've got over a million items in sales, 13 million in retail sales in 2023 through Walmart, Target, and Walgreens. So
revenue doesn't equal profit either, though, right?
Yeah, what else?
No, it doesn't. But that's still. I don't know, but that's the numbers that I have so far, and it's the same numbers regardless of where I look.
You could probably.
I don't think that you could find it unless you are like a Pudgy Penguin like investor or stock, unless you have that information. They're not a publicly traded company. They don't need to release those numbers. I just think it's interesting that we're just assuming that they're losing money on.
Yeah, and then we also have to account for they have to pay for that shelf space at Walmart.
So I would
Maybe.
tell you, based on what I'm looking at, you've got Pudgy Penguin and Blue Squishies Fidget Toy, original Penguin plush squishy for toys kids. That's $20. Says 400 plus bought in the last month. You've got another one, 300 plus bought in the last month. The ones on Amazon are probably selling better than the ones. Although I actually have heard a lot of people saying that their Walmart locally is sold out. Now that might have been people buying in hordes, like they love to do, collectors in air quotes, leading up to this airdrop as well. Because from what we understand, even the toys have some kind of redeemable value to them, or will at some point.
So back to my original point. Why do you need to drop a coin if you have a toy?
Money grab.
Why did they need to drop a toy if they had an NFT?
Money
What
grab.
is this logic, bro?
Money to make money. It's a
different
business.
markets.
Again, this isn't charity. This isn't these guys aren't charity cases. This isn't a philanthropy. There's not a 5013C operating.
So if you're telling me they need to make money off
they
of the
want to
coin,
make money.
then they're probably not making money off the toy.
I bet they are.
But again,
I bet they
where is the logic train there?
Why do they need more money?
I think it's just another revenue stream, right?
Yeah.
Why,
Just looking for
why
other
are
ways
you
to
here?
make
Why do
money.
you need more money?
You
No,
never
I'm
have
saying,
enough
like
money.
you already got one if you already got one revenue stream and it's doing really well,
Nope.
why are you going to
Because you should have seven.
shifting focus?
Because you should have 7 revenue streams. That's everybody should strive to have 7 individual revenue streams. That's how everybody that is successful continues to be successful. You cannot rely on just one revenue stream, guys. You need multiple, right? And that if that's staking, if you guys want to add staking to that as one of your revenue streams, you can absolutely do that. You could consider that to be a passive income, especially, once you buy the coins and you put them in the thing and do the thing and yada, yada, yada. I like the kind of staking you can grab at any point. I hate, and I did, what was it? I made some H-bar, some of the pack token, and then staked that you can unstake at any point. So then I unstake it, turn it into karate token, flip it over to the thing like for, the event today, which by the way, you guys going to be watching, we're going to be doing a stream.
So it's a money grab from the people that's already invested into the project and bought these NFTs.
Wait, hold on. Did you check any of your wallets to see if you have allocation, B. Frank?
No, because I'm not into anything besides Lazy Apes.
Okay, you should check.
No, so here's the thing. If
Like,
you've
really,
got
you should check?
if you've got wallets that are older than a year old on Ethereum or Solana, you probably have coins that you can claim. Like it's just like it's wild,
Or if you
wild.
Or if you, use Jupiter, or if you have a specific NFT, or if you used to, or if, again, your wallet's a certain age, or there's like, were you on Drip House? Did you drop an open? Like, there is a million reasons you might have allocation. That being said, you should really check because it's worth it. I've had 3 people in the last day that I've said this to that were like, I don't have allocation, bro. That definitely had $1,000. So maybe you have a $3,000 sitting around.
And you got to check.
I don't know if that's
going to check it on your
your
computer. You can't do it on the phone, right?
I don't know if that's going to change your. Yeah, I think you can, but they suggest you check on the computer.
I tried to. It's like you can't because it says like there's 2 things that you can check when you get to that site, and every time I've gone on the phone, it's like it doesn't even work. So I just assume you have to do it on the computer. Your phone work? Blocky said his phone works, so I'm giving out bad advice. So you can use your phone. Maybe it's because I've got about everything turned off on that crypto phone you could imagine. Yeah, I'm not an airdrop hunter. Not an airdrop hunter. I don't even know how to do it. I guess.
I know you could tell I'm definitely not an airdrop hunter because I wasn't even aware of that. But I appreciate the information and
check your oldest wallets, man.
I,
You can if that's something if you feel like connecting old wallets and all that kind of shit. That is something that you probably have.
Still kind of not interested. But I mean I'm just confused, man. Because doesn't the coin how far did the coin plummet?
I mean, some charts it looks like 99%. That's what it looked like on the 15-minute chart the day it launched, and it's settled down at 3 cents. Maybe went a little below it at one point. Let me get it on the all-time here.
I think it went down to 2.2 cents.
All-time low. Well, that's showing 003, so that's probably like This is showing me that's what it launched at and just ripped straight up to like 5 cents. And then it's just kind of settled down. I assume if anything, we may see a little bit more of a dip, but the frenzy is over, right?
Yeah, I don't understand the timing of it, honestly.
Giving
I mean,
people free
I
money before the
I am
holidays.
sincere
I
being
don't know. Sounds
provocative,
pretty smart.
but
We're talking
okay,
about it.
free money at the holidays. I understand.
Yeah, listen.
See, to me, the holidays. To me, see, you're talking to somebody where the holidays don't matter. I don't celebrate Christmas, bro. I don't. Oh, that's a normal day to me. You feel me?
So
Sure, but you
all that
must be
aside,
aware of the time of year.
yeah, all that aside, like, it's a blessing to a lot of people. A lot of people got a nice little gift, no matter how you want to slice it or dice it, right? At the end of the day, also, anytime you do this kind of stuff and you're fighting to stay relevant, and remember, the tension is very fleeting. You have to have something shiny to stay at the top. Lucas said that he wanted Pudgy to be at the top, right? And so you've got to keep doing things. And this is something. You could call it a money grab. You could call it an attention pull. You could call it whatever you want to call it, because it is all of those things. It's everything that you need to do to stay relevant in a space that moves incredibly fucking fast. And so you got to keep doing things. It's like being in the attention economy, right? You got to do shit, whether it's shock value, whether it's to just be loud and obnoxious, whether it's just to say shit that doesn't even mean anything. Because most of the time, posts that, like, I could put up a post of a picture of pizza and it'll get 1,000 jillion whatever, and like you could put out something that's a little bit more curated and it just gets skipped. It's just interesting how all of that turns out to be.
All right, it's my last time being provocative.
That's fine.
Why
You can be
just
as
release
provocative as
something?
you want. You're a gentleman about it, and I love it.
I just feel like making this space interesting today.
Perfect.
So why release a coin? You know what I mean? Instead of working on a new in real life product that might be super dope, and just take your time on it, and it comes out and does really good. What's the point in staying relevant when you could just release a dope product?
I don't know, because they did that last year and people like you shit all over them.
I think having a different revenue stream is kind of like diversifying your portfolio. You know what I mean? If you have, for example, if you're an investor and you have all real estate, all your risk is in the real estate market. What happens in the real estate market is all your risk. But if you diversify into different revenue streams, you have your physical product, you have your token, or now they're going to have the game. You have 3 different revenue streams that can all produce income, and neither one, if one goes down, you're not like, all in there. You know what I mean? So like you can pull it from different, like everything will perform at different levels at different times.
So I've got a completely different take on it. I think that it was a brilliant move from a marketing perspective. From this perspective, look at it this way: a crap load of people got Pengu dropped into their wallets randomly. And when it comes time for Christmas, all of those folks who used that to get a little cool extra Christmas gift for somebody, they'd be like, yeah, I got this cool airdrop thing. And I think it's going to, at least a little bit, push the needle to get more people involved in what's going on in Web3 and crypto as a whole. And a really big freaking light shined right on the Penguins.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely say that. You could also say that maybe their timing was wrong and it should have been closer to Christmas, because then you can actually capitalize on the momentum versus doing it 2 weeks before. And by the time we get to Christmas, no one's going to give a fuck anymore. I've seen people put out posts that have calendar reminders in January to buy some Pengu coin. Like, people are going to forget about this. Next week, there'll be something else that happens and Pengu will be long, long forgotten. So if the whole idea was to capture and capitalize on the Christmas or the holiday movement, I think personally, in my opinion, that the timing was a little bit off. They should have done it a little bit closer. You time the coin launch, the people getting the gifts, the plushies, people getting the plastic ones, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it all should have been coordinated a little bit better, closer to Christmas time, if that was the intended target. I don't really know if that's, again, I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think it's got to do with, staying relevant, making revenue for the company, and building equity.
Well, I think they like to push things out around this time of year. This is when they pushed out Pudgy's last year.
It
Slightly
makes
earlier.
sense. Again,
And
it's,
like, how much closer to Christmas can you really get? They dropped the coin 2 days ago. It's the fucking like 19th of December.
drop it on
Like,
Christmas Eve.
if you leave it too,
Drop it on Christmas Eve.
but if you leave it too much further, you miss out on all the people who are like, actually touching grass, spending time with their family, doing those things.
DJs
And
aren't
you
fucking
give people
touching
the
grass.
opportunity. You give people the opportunity to go out and buy the toys that you can't use for claim until January. So now you're in people's minds the beginning of December, when the coin drops in the middle of December. As Christmas comes around, I'm sure they'll have some kind of campaign to remind us that, like, hey, penguins are here to stay. And then you also have the January claim.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
Again,
it's a good way.
No.
It's a good way. It's a good way for your loyals and your community. Hey, listen, this is gonna come in two ways. Keep that in mind. The initial drop, bada boom, bada bing. Everybody's gonna get rich, and then remember, it's gonna drop down. It's gonna settle down. But then don't forget, January. That's when all the plushies are gonna get redeemed because of the holidays. So we're gonna go wave 2. So get rich, hold on, and then get rich again.
Maybe use some of that airdrop to go buy plushies that you can then claim for more airdrop. Not financial advice. I don't think that there's a lucrative flip on that.
Probably not. Now, if they would accept the Pengu coin for the plushies at Walmart, is there a way that we could do that? Like, can I go to Walmart and pay with my crypto? Pay in Pengu coin?
No, currently no. And I can't imagine that anybody could broker that deal with Walmart, because Walmart is the one in charge.
They're probably who's their payment processor?
Like, I actually wonder if in El Salvador they were required to accept Bitcoin, because I know that they're required it by law for businesses.
No. So that's a new thing. I don't know. There was something that just came out, whether I read it last night or this morning, early. I think it was this morning. That's like one of the deals that they're renegotiating as part of some deal is
with
that
the IMF.
Is that they don't have. It's not like they have to drop the Chivo wallet. They're going to phase the Chivo wallet out, and then they're going to not make it mandatory.
Yeah, that was part of the deal to get that loan, right?
The 1.9 billion or whatever it was. Yeah.
Sure, but last year, right? I mean, I'm sure Walmart operates in actually, I'm not sure, but I assume they operate in El Salvador.
Let's check. I mean, we know they operate in China because of eChain. Walmart.
eChain.
Yes. Yeah. There's a walmart.com.sv. Como comprar. What does that mean? Hello, welcome.
Did you just have a stroke? What just happened?
Yeah. I tried to speak in El Salvadorian. I had to give it that MS-13 flair. You know what I mean? Is that the name of that gang? And that's from Mexico anyway. That's not El Salvador. That's my bad. What are you gonna do? Hey, we missed the halfway point, and I feel like I relied on Hash too heavily for that this week. And so we've been having a fun chit chat though, all about crypto, NFTs, all sorts of fun things. And I love, Frank, that you said you were going to be provocative and kind of being the agitator or whatever kind of role it was. But again, respectful, and I always appreciate that. And I think it makes for a great conversation and a great show. And this has been absolutely fun. The last 42 minutes have absolutely flown by. So appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you reward yourself, because here's the deal. At the end of the day, you could be anywhere in the world, but you happen to be right here hanging out with us. So reward yourself by smashing the like, hitting the heart, or reposting the space out wherever you happen to be listening or watching or doing what you got to do. It's like giving yourself a pat on the back, and us, myself, and everybody else that's participating, a pat on the back at the same time. And so much appreciated. I love you. Thank you so much. This has been a fun one.
So how are you guys feeling after this dump? Do you think the worst is behind us now? I was looking at the last time we went down to a little flash crash down to like 91,000. It took 10 days before we got back to the previous high. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to get like end of the month rally here?
I was promised a Santa rally. And so with that being said, man, I'm holding out hope that we're going to get that. I kind of feel like it was more of a liquidation flush plus like a test of the market to kind of see where things were. And I do hope that we rally back. I think that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to make sure that last night I started to consolidate my portfolio and put, get rid of some of the just some of the extra that I had. I think there's a lot of things that we can do to maximize our gains throughout this bull run. Having fewer coins, a larger stake and fewer coins, to me seems like one a little bit more manageable. I told you, it's hard for me to run 2 social media accounts. It's hard to have multiple coins on multiple chains and all that stuff. So if I can trim that down and have bigger positions, and this way, I can catch things pumping a little bit better and maybe get in and out, take some profits differently. So that's what I'm doing right now in anticipation of maybe we are going to go through a little bit more, whether it's a correction or a longer accumulation phase, and then really set ourselves up for the next leg that should be happening. Man, if it doesn't happen, what is today? Thursday? Let me look at the old calendar here. I mean, I know Christmas is like next week, right? We're like a week away from Christmas. Yeah. So it's in this next Wednesday. Man, if it doesn't happen, if we don't start rallying by the weekend, man, we better kick it off Monday. If that doesn't happen, then forget about it. Because I think everybody pretty much takes off. And if this is largely institutionally funded, I believe those guys take off like the week from Christmas. Now, maybe they'll fuck around with crypto on their home computers when they get their crypto and their Christmas money, but I don't know. Hash, go ahead.
Higher highs, higher lows is what I'll say about this. And not only did we have a crash 10 days ago, we also had one 5 days ago, which went down to 93,000 and some change. So like, not only did we recover once, we recovered twice. Also, J Chains, I'm going to have to go ahead and kind of disagree with you because, again, you know me, I'm a history guy.
Love it.
And the pump did not start. The Christmas pump per se did not start till like fucking Christmas. There was like a pump that happened, we talked about this, like the mid-December pump. And then there was a little respite. And then literally on Christmas Eve, we went in 2020 from 23,000 on Christmas Eve to 29,000 on New Year's Day, which is only $6,000, but that's a 25% pump. So, it's not nothing.
In 2021, didn't it start pumping on the 20th? I thought it was the 20th that started the rally.
2021 December.
Oh no, not December 2021. 2020.
Yeah, that's what I'm referencing right now.
Yeah, 2020. I think it was December 20th on 2020. That's when it started the rally.
I'm looking at the chart. It was on the Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve?
Yeah, I mean UTC Christmas Eve.
All right. Well, that's good enough for me.
Oh, okay.
So
there was a pump in the middle of the month as well, like on the 12th.
Say that one more time. Sorry, there's a loud banging right outside my door.
Maybe it's them.
No, it's the garbage man. I don't know if you can hear it. They're like emptying the dumpster like right out here, and so it was just like a.
They must be dumping out all those shit coins you got rid of.
We can't hear it, J Chains, and I'm sorry that you have to. But I was saying there was a pump in mid-December, followed by a correction, followed by a pump on like Christmas.
Hey, well, all right. Then get your bags ready. If you got a DCA into anything, this is an opportunity time. Yesterday, obviously, we had. I got the daily chart open. What was the drop? Did we talk about that already? It was 6%.
It's fucking nothing.
Nothing, man. Nothing. It's just an opportunity. It's free money, is what it is. If you had some change, some chicken sitting on the sidelines, man, you could you get yourself some free money. Some of these coins were down double digits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially the alts. The alts definitely corrected much more on this correction than they did last week.
Correct.
Which I think is great.
Dude, Ondo was a good trade last night. It went down to like $1.74 and then right back up to like over $2, and now it's sitting around $1.90 something.
Absolutely. I hope that thing's getting ready for next leg up. I have a feeling that it has to, and if it doesn't, then I don't know where we're going to be at the time of the unlock. And hopefully, I mean, we talked about it. We're not afraid of the unlock anymore. We're not afraid of it because we're a holder.
Yes.
That was the thesis that we
We've
came
got Topia.
to. Everybody else is panicking unless you're already holding on to. Then you're like, bring it on, diamond hand. That's not how I feel about it. If this thing's pumping, if Hondo's pumping like leading up to the unlock, I'm selling because I bet the day it happens.
Selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because that's
short-term selling. Like, yeah.
Short term.
I'm expecting a correction and then I'll buy back.
100%. Like, absolutely. Just wait for that thing to, do like basically, it's like an airdrop almost. It's like a reverse airdrop. You're going to see this thing pump and then dump and then build right back up. And I think it's going to get scooped up pretty quick no matter what happens. And so it's going to be a quick move, maybe a day or two. That's my guess. I could be way off, but again, it's not that much. It's only like 30% of like what's being dropped, right? Like potential to hit the market was like 600 million out of the 2.3 billion or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's unclear. It's like 1 billion that's going to like promote, like, I don't know, promotion or whatever the fuck that means. But no, I don't expect that it will all just hit the market.
Maybe it's gonna. Maybe it's going to like. I'm still, guys. We're not. I don't think I'm gonna get the gig doing the MC job for Ondo, but maybe you get paid in Ondo if you get that. I would love that. I would do that 100%. Just be like, just pay me in Ondo, please. I might tweet that out. I should probably, right? I'd be like the highlight of the career. Hosting the Ondo Fest, Wall Street 2.0, New York City.
Sounds like a plan, man. Get your face up on the billboard during New Year's Eve.
I'll wear a suit.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna wear a suit. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna post this today. I'm gonna put my suit on this weekend and I'm gonna shoot a little promo, like a professional promo, and so I can get the Ondo gig because it's Wall Street. Those guys, they want to see someone with a I'm not gonna wear a tie because I do not do that. I do not wear ties, but I will wear a suit. Just no tie. And I will shoot a promo.
Well, there you go. Hell yeah. And I agree on the tie thing. I stopped wearing those when I got out of corporate America because there's no reason to give somebody a way to hang you.
I mean, like, and no offense to like brides and grooms and dead people, but like even when I attend your events, like I'm not wearing a tie. I'm just not. So like I've said this before, and it doesn't go well. Definitely has made my wife mad when I'm like, they should be lucky that I'm even showing up. Why the fuck does it matter what I'm wearing? And it doesn't really go over well. And so sometimes you just got to wear the thing, just do the thing just to make everybody happy. And so I get it, but I just don't wear a tie. I'd like to wear suits. Like, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy that. I don't do it very often, especially with the hip issue. It's not very comfortable. I like my stretchy pants. Anyway.
So who's your favorite suit maker, or is you just grab whatever one you got?
I'm not there yet. I'm not I don't.
Not there yet?
No, like I could grab
Gotcha.
a suit off the rack and it fits me pretty well if I do a little bit of alterations to it. So like the last one, we went to like a Nordstrom rack or whatever it was, one of those places, and it was I just wanted a blue suit. Yep. So I got the blue suit and then I took it to a tailor because I wanted the pants like to be a little bit tighter fit. I didn't want the baggy, loose legs that most suits have. And so I had this lady was amazing. I stand up on the thing. She's like this, like 90-year-old Chinese woman. And I stand up on the thing. She like takes this chalk and she like tap, 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 like does like 3 lines. And she goes, all right, you're done. I'm like, wow.
Yep.
Like, that's amazing. And so she's like, all right, come back tonight at 7 p.m. So I came back at 7 p.m., put them on. They fit me like a charm, like exactly what I was looking for. And it cost like next to nothing to do this. And I don't understand how these people make a living of doing this kind of stuff, because I feel like it would take me a month. And I get it. She's been doing it for like 60, 70 years or whatever. But it would take me a month to take a pair of, and I have used a sewing machine, so don't act like I don't know what I'm doing, because I can sew. I can use a sewing machine with the best of them, but there's not a chance in hell that I could hem a pair of pants and have them to the same person in the same day. That's a 0%.
Yeah, it's a skill. We don't have it, but no, that's awesome. Yeah, something off the rack's awesome. Yeah, one of these days you'll be like, well, I went to the Armani shop and they didn't have what I wanted, so I went next door. But
no,
maybe not today.
Nah, that's not me. I'm not. I don't need that. As long as what I'm wearing is comfortable, and usually like the whole thing is like, us guys. I'm telling you, we spent how many years watching ladies walk around dressing up their, the ass pants, the butt pants, the black pants with like a nice top. And you think to yourself, like, what would be fucking nice? What would be nice if they made a pair of pants for guys like that like maybe they were comfortable and they weren't restrictive like jeans or like dress pants, and like, just be comfortable with, like, I still got belt loops and pockets, so they look like normal pants, but they're like whooshy pants, and they're comfortable. That's what I wear now. Like, I just like to wear comfortable pants. I don't want it to be, I don't need like, oh, where's my Armani skin fin suit or whatever. Nah, no, that's not me.
Well, yeah, well, the ability to do so, if you so desire, I guess should have been what I said.
True. To me, like when it push comes to shove, when we've made it, boys and girls, when we are rich, wag me, baby, it's all gonna happen. And say again, remember, I'm not gonna have a Lambo unless it's a Urus. So when I'm driving around in my Urus, that I'll be rocking Target pants, and this is like an Amazon hoodie, right? Like, it's so comfortable. Like, I'm comfortable.
Yeah, the full Adam Sandler effect.
Yeah, but he looks like a slouch, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well, but he's comfortable.
Good point. You know what? I'm not going to knock it then. He's comfortable. That's the whole thing. As long as he's comfortable.
That's all. He's comfortable. Yep. And he brings all his friends in every cool thing he does. So they're all rich too.
What a guy.
And that's why we're here.
Absolutely. So that when it happens, we're all the cream rises to the top, right? Or when the rising tide floats all boats, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So with that, we got 5 minutes left in the show. We probably don't want to wind up down too many more rabbit holes.
Well, you never know. It's fine. So I guess we'll just address some house cleaning stuff. First off, guys, thank you for being here. I know we kind of went a little bit off the rails and really talk. I know the title says for the space, Web3 Breakfast, altcoins and meme coins only. We've talked very little about that kind of stuff, and that's all right. It was one of those days where we had life. We talked about life a little bit, maybe that's a overgeneralization, but we'll figure it out. But I do appreciate you guys being here. Absolutely. Tomorrow is pizza day, so remember to bring your appetites and your pizza orders. Now tonight, instead of the 4 p.m. show, I'm going to start it at 5 p.m. This way I'm going to run the show from 5 to 6. And then from 6 beyond, we're going to be doing the Karate Combat Watch Party. So that is tonight's entertainment. Make sure that you guys, I will have pizza and beer where I'm at. Make sure that you guys have whatever you need to be successful where you are at. And if you feel like joining the stream, I can host up to 10 people on the StreamYard. So just get at me today. Let me know. Say, hey, I want to be a part of that. I want to chit chat. I want to be a part of the stream today. And we'll make sure that we've got the right amount of people, and we'll get that going. I see we got Nathan in the crowd. What's up, brother?
Hey, chaps. I just wanted to jump in and just say a quick hello and well done for Dubai J Chains. Fought like a warrior. Well done.
Thanks, man. We gave it our best, and we did it there, and we got some work done. I definitely have a better fight IQ after that, and so I will definitely be looking forward to the next opportunity. Hopefully, Hong Kong February. We'll see if we get the call for that or not.
Yeah, no, brilliant. As I say, I just want to jump in and just say hi. It's been a while. I've been head down, working hard, so I haven't had the chance to be jumping into these spaces. But yeah, well done. And we're all now on the run up to Christmas. So I haven't bought one gift yet. So I've got to try and find some time to get out and do something at least.
Specs. I'm the same way. Christmas Eve shopping is the best.
Yeah, agreed. I'm just thinking, oh my God, so much to do, and just no much. Did it just take us back a month? Give me more time.
I'll just post the my Solana address or whatever you guys need for just to save you some time and hassle, or if you're trying to think about what to get me as a gift. So I'm just kidding.
I was half thinking about. I was half thinking about just sending everyone around me just liquid NFTs. Just going, there you go.
There
Done.
you go.
There you go.
That's one of the joys of being in being in crypto and having someone in your family a part of it is most of those people get the opportunity to get some exposure to something because somebody's building or somebody's a big fan or whatever it may be. But definitely holiday season is upon us, man. Ho ho ho! If you celebrate Christmas.
So Nathan, I had a question for you. Being Crypto Magazine, what are you paying attention to lately?
Well, we've actually, to tell you the truth, we've while we was building Liquid, we're changing the way that we distribute, and we're dropping in another publication. So we actually haven't published for a couple of months. But we're looking at. I mean, we try and be a bit lifestyle-y with what we do. So things that we think people are interested in. So I mean, at the minute we're going to be running an article on like the rise of these like little tappy games within like Telegram. They seem to be going crazy, like getting like stupid amounts of users, like 5 million users over the course of a couple of weeks and things like that. But yeah, we're just putting together a schedule. We go back into production in about 3 weeks, hopefully. So Colin and I have been working on the schedule for what we're going to discuss. But if you guys have got any ideas on what you'd like to see in it for the next issue, let us know. We'll deep dive it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a message. Cool. Thank you.
Love that.
No problem at all.
Nice. All right. Let's see. Doug. I know Doug had his hand up. Frank had his hand up. Satoshi's bride has her hand up. I don't know the order, but you guys know ladies first. So Satoshi's bride, please go ahead.
Wow, well, I have to be frank. I like that. And basically, you know what? Chivalry is not dead. And what I want to say, since you mentioned memes and you mentioned presents, if any of your community, like proof of Raspberry Pi or proof of the NVIDIA, like if you get someone a gift that is a Raspberry Pi for mining Bitcoin, or if you get like an AI machine and if you show proof of that, then you're going to get a bonus Satoshi's bride rune in your wallet. I'm declaring that as a recorded line. I didn't ask you for permission because it's decentralized. I'm giving you an opportunity to give my rune to your people. But I want to incentivize them to like buy a Raspberry Pi or their BitAxe or like an AI little machine. Range between 150 USD to 250, and I believe this will change your life or the person next to you.
I'm interested. I want a Raspberry Pi.
Okay. Yeah, you want one. It's only $50 actually, probably $59.99.
All right. Well, I'll get some information. I'll hit you up, and then I know about these things. They're like I do probably should have like a little Pi miner thing. I know some people that have set those things up, and it's very easy. It's just I'm not we'll figure it out.
You're not What is
I'm not like a techie guy like
You
that,
meant
but at
A,
the same
like
time, I am a
Canadian?
techie guy. It's just I'm not a computer part guy. Is I guess what I'm saying.
Okay, but do you like money or anything like that? Do you like
that's why
value?
that's why I get the importance of it.
We just had a whole space about that.
I get the importance of it. Yeah. I just need to learn. I guess I'm nervous of my inabilities to understand like RAMs and GPUs and beep bop boops and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay, just call a DJ. All those DJs, especially the angry ones, they know these things. Call a DJ.
Yeah.
They know
We got your back,
everything.
man.
I think
We
we
got
got I think we
Yeah.
got a record stop. Oh, the applause went on too. Forgot. Anyway. Frank, what you got, brother?
Yeah, no, I'm just off subject. I heard you say you're gonna have pizza and beer tonight.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely going to do a little pizza and beer for the watch party for the Karate Combat
So,
event.
so at least you get to watch people get beat up and not actually get beat up this time. But that means that you got to have pizza tonight and tomorrow night.
Yep. I am okay with double pizza. You know that.
Okay.
Always.
So if you're having pizza and beer tonight for
I
the
don't want
watch
to hear you
party,
complain about it in tomorrow's morning show about how you have to have pizza tonight because you ate it last night.
Nope. Listen, I can do that. And then any pizza that's left over on Friday, guess what? I'm having on Saturday. I might have to have pizza 3 days in a row this week, and I am A-okay with that. Pizza's a lifestyle. You feel me?
Talking about pizzas, JJ, do you guys have party-sized pizzas over there?
Party size? Yeah, there's some places that have some of the biggest pizzas I've ever seen. Like they are the size of a table. Where were we somewhere recently? Some crypto event. I don't know if it was in Nashville. I think it was in Nashville. They had these circle pizzas that were like, I don't know, 40 inches in diameter or something. It was massive.
We've got one place locally that does a party-sized pizza, and this is it's like a rectangle shape, and it's 1 meter long.
Whoa.
By just under 1 meter wide, and they deliver it to you in this box, and they're square slabs rather than the triangles, but just huge. And I thought, actually, you could probably demolish half of one of those.
I probably could. That would be a good, like if I was a single guy, that would be something that like I would do regularly, right? Where it's just like, all right, Thursday night, we're watching football with the guys. Let's get a big party pizza. And then that's what you have for dinner on Friday, and that's what you get for breakfast on Saturday, and that takes care of 3 days in a row. But now,
I did that with my kids for a couple of years. Yeah.
My daughter,
pizza,
as much as I will say, there's no way that she would eat pepperoni pizza 3 days in a row. But I will boast. I will boast about this until the day that I'm a dead man, and then I won't obviously be able to boast about it anymore. But the first real food that Emmy ever ate was pepperoni pizza, and it's amazing. It's as her father, the pizza guy himself, that is one of the most amazing things that I can take with me for my life, is that my daughter's first real food was pizza. So shout out to you, Emmy. I love you, baby. That's my pizza girl. We love pepperoni pizza. That's our family deal. All right. I took you guys late, and my apologies. Does anybody have any other questions? Are we leaving anything? I hate to do that to you for 24 hours, 23 hours, to be honest with you. All right.
well, I was just going to say we've got we've got a few hours left for the up-only gaming, so make sure everyone's involved. And secondly, I think I'm going to do some shots tonight, so we'll see. I'll do 2 shots per knockout. How does that sound?
Oh, yo! There we go. All right. Well, make sure you guys
for
are
one
tuned
shot.
in.
I'm not sure what we'll do for the one shot. For the one shot, maybe it'll just be every kick to the head. I'll do 1 shot, but for a knockout, it's 2.
Oh man, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what, that would be interesting to see your demise through the whole event. How you start and how you're speaking at the end of it.
Well, a lot of I think a lot of the big fighters and the heavy strikers are towards the tail end. So you may be in luck there, Doug. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be a lot of activity throughout. I just know like the guys that are like the super heavyweights, and then the title fights are obviously at the end. And those are the guys like are going to be going for some head kicks and there's one of the guys fighting tonight. I believe Alves is the one who kicked Vic to the head, and like I don't know if you guys saw that event a couple months ago.
That was mental.
Oh god, the guy dropped, and I was there, man. The way he dropped, it looked like he had died or broke his neck or something. And thank God he's alive and he's okay. I don't know if he's fighting anymore. He's actually a coach to a lot of the IFC fighters that are coming. He's out of Dallas, and so like Aaron Blonbroker, I believe UFC Alien, one other person, I forget who it was, went and trained with him, did some training with him. And so
that's the bald guy, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, James Vick. Yeah, he is.
He is. That's it. Yeah,
hair challenged. He's got a little bit of challenge for his hair. on the top of his head. But I think
Follically challenged.
Rug Stop, I see you're coming up here requesting. Come back tomorrow, man. We're Miss. I'm sorry, I genderized. I don't know who you are, so I apologize there. But we are going to be shutting it down for today. I'm already 8 minutes late getting out of here, and I hate taking people's time when they need to be doing something else. So we're out of here for today. Make sure you guys come back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, for more Web3 Breakfast. Again, tonight's show, instead of 4 p.m., is at 5 p.m. We're going to run it from 5 to 6 and then straight into the Karate Combat event. So have a wonderful day. I love you guys so much. Ciao for now.